Wonders of Australia. Most amazing places and fun facts. Australia, the land down under, where deserts breathe, oceans rage, and rainforests whisper secrets older than time. But here's the wild part. No matter how much you think you know about Australia, it always has another surprise waiting just around the red-dusted corner. Today, we're diving deep into the most jaw-dropping natural wonders, legendary landscapes, and weird but true facts that make Australia one of the most astonishing places on the planet. Uluru, Ayers Rock. In the heart of Australia's red centre, rising out of the desert like a sleeping giant, is one of the world's most iconic natural monuments, Uluru. This colossal sandstone monolith is over 600 million years old, and it's not just a rock, it's a living story. To the Anangu people, Uluru is sacred, holding deep spiritual significance. As the sun moves, the entire surface of the rock transforms, from burning red to deep purple, glowing gold to muted gray, almost as if it's breathing with the land. Standing at its base, surrounded by complete silence and the endless desert, you don't feel small, you feel honored. This isn't just one of Australia's wonders, it's one of Earth's most powerful places. Great Barrier Reef. Stretching over 2,300 kilometers and visible from space, the Great Barrier Reef is not just the largest coral reef system on Earth. It's a living kaleidoscope of color and life. Home to over 1,500 species of fish, 30 species of whales and dolphins, and 6 species of sea turtles, this underwater paradise is so complex and diverse, scientists still haven't fully mapped it. Snorkeling here is like stepping into another dimension. Giant clams the size of bathtubs, clownfish darting between neon corals, and manta rays gliding like winged ghosts. But it's not all fun and fins. Climate change and coral bleaching threaten this treasure. It's a living wonder and a reminder of what we stand to lose and protect. Daintree Rainforest. North of Cairns lies one of the oldest rainforests on the planet. Daintree, over 180 million years old. That's tens of millions of years older than the Amazon. Walking into Daintree feels like crossing into a lost world. The air is thick with the scent of earth and ancient plants. Vines twist like serpents, trees tower above, filtering sunlight into a green glow, and everywhere you look, life. Cassowaries with dinosaur feet, tree kangaroos, and insects that haven't changed since the age of the dinosaurs. The Daintree isn't just beautiful, it's primordial. It's home to species found nowhere else, many of which are still unnamed. You could spend a lifetime here and barely scratch the surface. It's a biological time capsule and one of Australia's most sacred ecosystems. The Pinnacles Desert. In Western Australia's Nambung National Park, you'll find a desert that looks like Mars had a baby with an art gallery. Welcome to the Pinnacles. Thousands of ancient limestone pillars rising from the yellow sand like gravestones in an alien world. Some are just a few feet tall, others tower overhead, but all of them were formed underground nearly 30,000 years ago, only to be revealed as the sands shifted and eroded. Visiting at sunrise or sunset is otherworldly. The shadows stretch across the desert, and the light turns everything gold. No one knows for sure. In a land as old as Australia, not everything has answers. And maybe that's the point. Lake Hillier, pink, bubblegum pink. That's the color of Lake Hillier, and no, it's not a filter or Photoshop trick. This salty lake on Middle Island is a mystery wrapped in a cotton candy dream. The exact cause of the pink hue? Scientists think it's due to a unique combination of salt-loving algae and bacteria. But what's crazy is that the color stays pink even when you scoop the water into a bottle. Surrounded by eucalyptus forest and just meters from the dark blue Southern Ocean, the contrast is jaw-dropping. And despite looking like a giant vat of strawberry milk, the water is completely safe to touch, though it's not a swimming lake. Lake Hillier proves that Australia doesn't just break the rules of nature, it rewrites them entirely. The 12 Apostles. Along Victoria's Great Ocean Road, towering limestone stacks rise from the Southern Ocean like the remnants of a forgotten civilization. These are the 12 Apostles, though ironically, only 8 remain. Carved over millions of years by wind and waves, these natural monoliths are constantly changing, crumbling, and reforming. The ocean here is furious, the cliffs dramatic, and the views? Unreal. The scale hits you when you stand on the cliffside boardwalk and feel the wind slap your face. Down below, waves explode against the rock with the force of legends. It's hauntingly beautiful, like nature's cathedral. And while humans might count time in years, the 12 apostles measure it in eras. Horizontal falls. Yes, you read that right. Horizontal waterfalls. In the Kimberley region of Western Australia, something bizarre happens. Massive tides, some of the largest in the world, force seawater through two narrow rock gorges, creating a waterfall effect that goes sideways. The water surges through like a liquid avalanche, then reverses direction as the tide changes. It's so powerful that only special jet boats are allowed to ride the flow. And when you're there, flying over the rust-red cliffs in a seaplane or feeling the roar of water under your feet, it doesn't feel real. This isn't just a phenomenon, it's the ocean showing off. And Australia just lets it happen. Cradle Mountain Lake, St. Clair National Park. In Tasmania, Australia's often overlooked island state, lies a wilderness so pristine it feels untouched by time. Cradle Mountain rises like a jagged crown above mirror-like lakes, alpine meadows, and mossy forests. The Overland Track, one of the world's great multi-day hikes, cuts through this heart of stillness. Here, you'll encounter wombats waddling through wildflowers, glacial lakes shimmering beneath snow dustings, and skies so dark the stars burn like fire. And the best part? It still flies under the radar for many international travelers. But those who make it here, they know. This is not just one of Australia's most beautiful places, it's one of its most pure. Wave rock. In the middle of Western Australia, far from the coastline, lies a rock that looks like a perfect frozen wave, 30 feet high and over 300 feet long. Aptly named Wave Rock, it was formed over 2.7 billion years ago and shaped by centuries of rainwater, slowly eroding the granite. The curve is so precise, so sculpted, it looks like it should crash forward at any moment. It's mesmerizing. Standing beneath it, you feel like a tiny surfer beneath nature's slowest tsunami. And here's the kicker. It was practically unknown outside of Australia until recent years, proof that this land hides some of its best magic in plain sight. Fraser Island. Imagine a place where rainforests grow on sand dunes, where crystal-clear lakes sit above sea level, and where dingoes roam freely across white sand beaches. That's K'gari, also known as Fraser Island, the world's largest sand island. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, it's home to over 40 freshwater lakes, including the famous Lake Mackenzie, so clear and pure it reflects like glass. You'll find shifting sand blows, shipwrecks rusting on the beach, and cliffs painted in fiery reds and oranges. But K'gari's true wonder lies in its contrast. Lush rainforests sprouting from nothing but sand, like nature defying gravity. It's a place that shouldn't exist, and yet it thrives. So if one of these places just made it onto your bucket list, smash that like button. Drop a comment below with the Aussie wonder that stunned you the most. And of course, subscribe for more deep dives into the most amazing places this planet has to offer.